You'll have to bear with me this morning. My voice is taking a holiday, count me. I promise you that it's not COVID and that I was not partying last night. I was in bed before 10. Okay, so Happy New Year. It's amazing to think how fast time actually goes. Do you remember last New Year's Eve? Do you remember last year when the clock turned and we welcomed in 2022? I'm sure many of you were filled with great joy. You were thankful for the moments of 2021 that were happy and joyful. And maybe, like so many, we tried to forget the moments that weren't so joyful. The moments of sadness and pain. Yet here we are, ringing in 2023, still having the same feelings, but looking at a year ahead with great hope. The late Father Joseph Fader wrote in his book of poetry a poem, and the opening stanza says, "The year runs out of time, and we run too, breathless, searching for a child to turn our dreams into crystals of reality." How blessed we are to start the new year here in church, celebrating our Blessed Mother, the Mother of God and our Mother, who brought to us that child that we so valiantly search for. What a better world it would be if we all could live our life like Mary lived. This year ahead, will we be able to be beacons of hospitality as Mary was, who visited Elizabeth with such great joy, rejoicing with her at the news that God would give her a son? Will we be able to welcome friends, family, maybe even a complete stranger into our homes or into our life this year to help them through a difficult time, or to simply share a meal and stories of years gone by? The young people here, is it possible that we might be able to welcome a new student at school to our lunch table, or sit with them and make them feel welcome on the bus? Maybe they just moved here and are looking for a smiling face and a new friend. Is it possible that we might strive eagerly to live our life this year without sin, as Mary lived her life, pure and spotless? And in those moments where we fall short, because we will, we can find consolation, healing, and peace in the sacrament of confession and in the prayers of intercession of Mary to her Son. Is it possible that we might bring our children, our grandchildren, our nieces and nephews, our godchildren, or even accompany a friend with children to church to make sure that young people grow up knowing Christ, the living God, knowing the newborn Son, and being present with them in church, in this place, as Mary and Joseph went to the temple and presented Jesus? Will we be brave enough to ask others for help, as Mary asked her son Jesus for help at the wedding at Cana? There are so many stories like this, and if we live our lives with Mary as our role model, we can do so much. It's not enough to simply come here to church. It's not enough to simply pray our rosaries and our personal devotions. That's important, don't get me wrong, but it's only a part of our faith. The other part of our faith is to live our faith, to live it out, to live as Mary did. In doing that, we have the ability to change the world. There's no doubt in my mind that this year we will have many things to do, many people to see, many places to go. And we, like the poem, like the year, will run out of time and will run breathless, searching for the child. But our dreams can become reality if we put Mary and her Son, the Holy Spirit and God the Father, at the center of our lives. We don't have to search far for the child, for Mary has brought him to us. And if he dwells in our hearts, we'll always know where he is when we look to turn those dreams into crystals of reality.